So, inspiration, we all need it, we all look out for it. And in the last few months, I have really struggled in discovering myself and how to go forward. So in this video, I thought I would shout out some of the YouTube channels that I have gone out and looked to inspire me to become a better creator. So, stick around. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video here at Benham Media. My name is Nathan and it is an absolute pleasure to see all of your wonderfully smiley faces here today. Thank you so much for clicking on that thumbnail. So before we go any further, I have a hashtag on Instagram that I would love for you guys to use. It is hashtag BMPics2020. If you are a photographer or indeed you like taking nice photographs and posting them on Instagram, I would love for you to start using it. It'll be really cool. And my aim is to sort of maybe go over them on my videos and give you guys a bit of a shout out and leave any links that you might have or you might need in the description below to sort of try to connect and try to bring us all into a wider audience. So if you fancy it, that would be so awesome if you wouldn't mind using the hashtag BMPics2020. So going into this video, in the last 6 months or so, we have been in the grips of a global pandemic. I've not been able to go out and I've not been able to shoot the type of photographs that I have done in the past. So to stop myself going crazy, to stop myself sort of coming into myself, I have reached out. I have gone on to Instagram and I've also gone on to YouTube to try to be inspired, to try to find other creatives and other photographers and learn from them and to sort of see what has kept them going, what has kept their minds active. And I have to admit, I have been overwhelmed by the community. To say that I have grown as a photographer in this last 6 months, considering I've not been able to go out, is an understatement. I have. As a photographer, as a talented creator, I have grown from a typical portrait photographer who has a client come in, or I go to see them, take a few photographs of them, a few little edits and move on. I have created some of the best work that I've ever done in the last 6 months because I've been forced to think outside my own creative box. I have been forced to look beyond the obvious and also look towards what my apps can do, what I can do in Photoshop, what I can do in Lightroom, and how I can sort of grow and grow and grow and grow. Because obviously with this channel as well has made me want to become a better photographer. And that's pretty much what it is. So with this one particularly, I want to give you, I've gone through my entire subscriptions list and I've looked at the top 5 channels that I watch religiously. If they produce another video or if they release another video, I'm onto it pretty much straight away. I'm having a watch of it and I go, oh my God, that's really cool. I'm going to give that a go. Or their sort of techniques. Something else that I have learned, especially with working with some of these or watching some of these particular channels, is that I now know the ins and outs and the do's and don'ts of my own app. I went out in London a couple of days ago for the first time in almost 6 months with a new perspective, with a new eye for detail, with how I want my shots to look. But I also have an idea of what I can do with these particular shots once I come back into my editing software. Because I now know what the different tools within Photoshop do. So if I look at a photograph on the back of my camera, I can now go, I'll tell you what, this can do that, that can do that. I can create this and I can move this around. All because I have learned from watching these type of channels. So without further ado, let's dive straight into this. Before we do, I just want to say that none of these channels know that I'm doing this. This is not a sponsored video in any shape, way or form. It is just pretty much a fanboy. I like these channels. They have helped me grow. They have helped me become a better photographer. And I want to share this with you. And that's pretty much it. So let's dive straight into the first person. So the first channel is Blue Lightning TV. I love this guy. This guy called Marty. And he is a Photoshop genius. Now, he doesn't necessarily do tutorials to teach you how to use Photoshop. What he does is that he has an effect and he will show you how to make this effect. He is very easy to understand. He has a very nice calming voice. And he also offers in his descriptions like downloads to particular items that you might need. For example, if it's sort of like a paint artwork type thing, he might leave you a picture of crumpled up paper, just so you can create the same technique that he does as well. And it is brilliant. By copying what he has done, or by trying to recreate what he has done within Photoshop, it has given me a better understanding what the tools in Photoshop actually do. So I now know when I open up Photoshop, I know what my tools can do. If I want to do a particular quiet look, I can literally go straight into Photoshop and go, right, I know how to do that because of the ways I've tried to mimic what he does. So Blue Lightning TV, give him a look. He's really, really cool. Okay, so my second channel is a channel called Koof. I think I'm saying that right. It is COOPH, Koof. Now these guys, I don't know how many of them there are. I've only recently discovered them, probably in the last 2 or 3 months. And they do quite little fun videos. Nice little videos, not much talking, not really a tutorial, but they give you sort of like, think of them as like a 5-minute craft, but for photography. They give you some nice little tips, nice little ideas on how to be a little bit more creative within your own bubble. They've done some brilliant at-home photography videos, things that you can do within your own home, things you can do within your own sort of like surrounding area, and giving you ideas how to sort of look at something and look at it differently. And they have been really, really useful, really, really helpful. And it's just been nice. It's a different type of channel rather than you sitting there trying to take notes, trying to sort of like pause, play, copy, and everything like that. They simply are just like between 5 to 15-minute videos of creative ideas, things that you can do at home or within your surrounding area, and also to sort of like to grow and get bigger and everything else like that. So Koof, COOPH, go and give them a quick little look, because again, a fantastic group of photographers and a really good channel. The next channel is Pics Imperfect. Again, you probably know this guy. This guy has been around for a very, very long time. His videos date back to almost 4 to 5 years ago. And he has literally grown as YouTube has grown, and also as Photoshop has grown as well. So some of his old tutorials are still pretty good, but obviously with his newer tutorials, and he seems to, when Photoshop does a update, he will spend time to learn it and then bring it forward. Not like Blue Lightning TV, his tutorials are actually to help you learn the tools within Photoshop. He will literally concentrate on one particular set of tools on some of his videos, show you how to use it, show how to make it better, and show how to create better photographs by using these particular tools. He's also very good at helping you with skin retouching, eyes, everything like that. So if you want to make your bog standard photographs and make them bounce and shout out and become better, to make someone scroll down your grid and go, oh my God, that's brilliant, and click, double tap, turn on to that subscription. This guy is just as good. Really, really cool guy. Very, very funny at times. His latest videos have been quite amusing. And again, he releases a video once every couple of weeks, maybe once a week, depending on what he feels needs to be done. He's released quite a fair few videos in recent times because we are in the 30th anniversary of Photoshop. Is that correct? Yeah, that's correct. And so Photoshop have had a lot of updates. So he's re-released quite a lot of videos to update the ones that he's done before because Photoshop's got better. So again, a really, really cool channel, a really, really nice guy, and it literally is, he's so clear to understand. It's step-by-step instructions on what you'll do, and you can sit there literally watch his video as well as do your own edit at the same time. Okay, so again, get over there and give this guy a watch. The next one is a little bit like Pics Imperfect, but they're a different type of groove, a little bit more sort of bit more formal, and those guys are called Phlearn. So to spell that is Phlearn, Phlearn. Now these guys I've only recently discovered. Again, it's probably a group of people. At the moment, it's one guy working from home because we're on lockdown, and it's exactly the same with Pics Imperfect, but they have two different type of approaches. they teach you how to use Photoshop in a better way, to sort of show you what the different instructions do, what the different tools do, and help you with different techniques to make your photographs pop, and to bring your photographs alive, and to bring your photographs to the flat, mundane, to something that has a little bit more depth and dynamic to it as well. So they're pretty much like the same type of channels, Phlearn and Pics Imperfect, but the way that they approach their teachings, the way that they approach the way that they talk to you is slightly different as well. Pics Imperfect does really, really cool sort of out there type ideas. Phlearn's more there to show you how to become a better creator within Photoshop as well. And I think they do a lot of online courses, things that you can sort of buy, and tutorials online as well. So they're a little bit more like a school, like an online tutorial school for Photoshop. I'm not sure Pics Imperfect has that. I think they have a few, or they have sort of like people that they work with. But yeah, they're nice, sort of the same, but sort of different at the same time. So again, head over and give them a bit of a watch. Now, the last guy I'm going to speak about, he's not really somebody who shows you what to do. He doesn't sort of sit down at his laptop and talks you through what's going on. He's just a very, very talented photographer. And it is me fanboying out a little bit. And I've spoken about him once or twice on my channel, and it's a gentleman called Optical Wonder. Sam is a London-based photographer. He gets out and about, he takes photographs, and he sort of tries to get you to push your limit, to have a look at what's anything around you. Get out. You cannot be a better photographer if you're sat at home not taking pictures. It's as simple as that. It's one of the reasons why I've always tried to find something to do each week, to try to get myself out, or at least come into this sheds and try to take better photographs. And with each photograph that I have taken, I've become a better photographer. I've understood my camera better, I've understood my software better, and everything like that. And Optical Wonder, again, he has his own Instagram and he's got his own hashtag, so I highly recommend going to follow him on there. He has just celebrated 10,000 subscribers on YouTube as well, so he is growing very, very, very quickly. And I highly recommend you get yourself out there and become one of his subscribers as well, because he's somebody who I've watched develop in the last few months, I reckon, as well, because he's got his snowball effect going. But he goes out, he invites other photographers as well. I'm hoping that potentially maybe one day I get an opportunity to go out and shoot with him, which would be quite nice. I'll try to keep myself together if I do so. But yeah, again, please go over, go and give him a watch, go and give him a view. He's very entertaining, and he talks sort of directly at you as well. He likes the community that comes with him being an online YouTube photographer. So guys, that is it. That is it, done and dusted. Those are the 5 guys or people or groups or channels that I watch without fail. As soon as I see that they've got the notification pings on my phone, I'll go on, I have a watch of them, and we'll go forward from there. If you've got any questions, quotes, or queries, do not be afraid to write them in the comments. I have left all of their links in the descriptions below, so go and have a quick look at them as well. If in fact you have liked this video, it would mean so much to me. And as a young channel, if you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up button in the corner there. And while you're there, you might as well hit the subscribe button as well. Why not? So next week, we're going to start off with more photos again. I'm going to hope you're going to enjoy that. Currently editing my out and about video as well. So hopefully that should be released either next week or the week after that as well. And a lot more coming out as well of me going out and about, and hopefully meeting up with some of the photographers who I have met online, who are also London based, and do a little bit of anything like that. You know, it's all about having a nice little circle of people around you who help inspire you. And that's what I'm looking out for at the moment. I want to grow, and I want to learn off people. Simple as that. If you are interested in anything else that I do here at Benham Media, my social media tags will be floating in the bottom corner just down there. So pop over, come and say hello. You can probably see the actual journey from when I started my Instagram to like, oh, he's not too bad, to where I am at the moment, where I'm thinking that I've gone up a level. I've leveled up. Bosh. You know, I'm ready to take on the boss again. maybe King Cooper. I'm probably at King Cooper now, taking on King Cooper. Right again, so thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you've lasted this long. If you have, stick the old B team down there in the comments. That way I know you are part of this journey together. But until next time, my name's been Nathan. You've been sensational. Thank you and goodbye. Mwah, 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 mwah.